ESG?
So it's a really interesting time to be doing what I do. As you know, your listeners are no doubt aware, ESG has had an interesting run in the last couple of years, where I think that there was basically an unfettered sort of assumption that this was kind of the wave of the future. That's kind of hit a wall, for lack of a better word. The anti-ESG sort of movement has gained a very strong foothold. They obviously now have sort of an ally in the White House. With the change of Congress, I think that there's going to be a perception that this is kind of a new way forward, and I think that that's correct. What I think is also something that should be made aware of is the ESG and the anti-ESG trends domestically are not necessarily how global companies should be thinking about the world. We are very much facing a continued strong regulatory environment, especially for the companies that do operations in Europe. I'm based in California. There's a whole slew of sort of blue state ESG regulations. And so I think that the macro trends are still trending in the same direction. I think that you're going to see corporates and some of the pressure from institutional investors abating quite a bit. And we've seen that already. And I can talk about, some of the things that we've seen even since the election itself. But I think that a lot of pressure on the institutional investors, which was driving a lot of the ESG momentum, has come to a screeching halt. I think that that's probably going to lay low for a period of time. And I think we're going to be entering into a world where it's a different set of pressures, whether it's regulatory requirements or customer preferences on ESG. I think the shareholder kind of loud vocal voice is probably going to abate for some period of time.